Hey, welcome back. Okay, raise your hand if you want total emotional mastery. This is how you get emotional mastery. This is part of my REBT course. I'm just giving you a little tiny thin slice here, give you a little taste of it, but this is also a Zen philosophy. The Zen philosophy, they understand that your thoughts create your feelings, and your feelings are and your actions are based on your feelings. So the thought creates the feeling, creates the action. That is the basic flow. So remember, everything starts with a thought. Now let me break this down for you. Your thoughts and your feelings are always, always, always going to match. When you think angry thoughts over and over again, you feel angry. Remember we said earlier, way earlier in this program, we said that if you're going to be angry, you have to think angry thoughts over and over again, and you have to think them in a constant stream, because the minute you stop, they stop. So to have angry feelings, you got to have angry thoughts. I can always tell what somebody's thinking by watching their emotions. If they're happy, I know they're thinking happy thoughts. If they're worried, I know they're thinking worried thoughts. And if they're angry, I know they're thinking angry thoughts. I don't know the specific thing, but I know the category. That's how to do mind reading with virtually anybody. Did you ever realize it was that easy to read somebody's mind? You know exactly what category they're in. Everything else is details. Now, know that this is true for you. Don't say, how do I get over my angry feelings? Say, how do I stop thinking my angry thoughts? Not, how do I get this terrible worry out of my head? Everybody acts in therapy like it's a mystery. They love it when I show them this, because they say, well, what could I think about that isn't worry? If I think about anything besides worry, that will become my emotion and the worry will disappear. So notice that each one of these things, the anger, the worry, even the happiness, if I want to get rid of them, all I have to do is nothing. Stop thinking these thoughts and the feeling disappears. And I can also choose in my life, because now I have mental control. I've learned that through my Zen. I have mental control. I can choose what I think about and therefore choose my feelings. And that is called what? Remember I said raise your hand who wants ultimate mental control? That is ultimate mental control. Choosing. And again, it's not that you're not going to have angry thoughts. I will have them, but I catch them early and I stop them and I replace them. This is how I do it. Now you know the secret too. Here's another secret of emotions. Whatever you focus on, good, bad, or indifferent, it'll grow. So, if you've got a positive feeling and you want it to grow, focus on it, focus on it, focus on it, and it'll grow, grow, grow. If you have a negative feeling, if you focus on it, it will grow. If you defocus from it, it will shrink. And when you forget it, you let it go, it disappears. So remember, whatever you focus on becomes larger in your life. So always focus on the positive, always focus on your goals, always focus on the good things in your life, always focus on success, always focus on being kind, loving, caring, and these things will grow in your life and you will have a great life. Now, redeciding who you are. You should literally sit down with a piece of pen and paper, now that you have this many tools at your disposal, and you should redecide who you are. Who are you? Write down like a mission statement. This is who I think I am. Write down on another piece of paper, here's the qualities I would like to have. Here's what I would like to do, be, or have in my life. Redecide it like you're literally writing a script for your future. But start with the fundamentals. Who am I at my core? Like at my core, I am kind, loving, giving, and I love to learn and I love to teach. If you look at my life, that's exactly how I do things. When I see myself straying from that, I see that I'm off track, I turn the wheel and I realign myself with that. If I don't have what I want in my life, I focus on that and I redecide to move in that direction to get those things in my life. And I enjoy each step along the way. So we're literally redeciding who we are and also who we're going to be, do, and have in our life. At one point I decided to redo my whole life over one time. I said, I know these Zen philosophies, I can change. And what I did was, in 24 hours I changed my entire life. I said, I'm sick of my girlfriend. I said, goodbye. Done. Major problem solved. Then I said, I don't want to live in this crappy trailer anymore. I called the realtor. The realtor was a little slow. Took him 24 hours to get it on the market, 2 weeks to sell it, but I was done in about 15 minutes. I said, just make it happen. I called my sister. I said, can I move in with you for a couple of weeks? Took a couple of days, picked out an apartment, went there, whole life changed, but it was literally all the major steps were done within about 2 or 3 hours. I called up the local university. I said, I'd like to go to school here. Go ahead and send me the catalog, send me all the applications. Boom, done. A couple days later, I fill all that stuff out. A couple months later, I'm in school. Boom. But my part of it, setting everything in motion, was done. And like, I did all this in under 3 hours. I called up my boss. I fired him. I said, I don't want to put up with your crap anymore. I don't want to deal with all this BS. I don't want to deal with all the stuff that's going on and the lousy staff, and this just isn't what I want to do with my life. Thanks for the opportunity, but I'm out of here. And that was done. People thought I was crazy. No, I'd be crazy not to. Literally in 3 hours, my entire life had changed. Within 1 month, all the pieces were in place. New job, new housing, new girlfriend, education in place. Boom, nothing looked the same. Except for me, I got better looking. Nothing was the same. I just redecided. You can do it too. Now, if you want to live, you may need to die first. What does this mean? I remember my Kung Fu instructor, David Blisle, teaching me this one time. And he said, Paul, there's certain parts of yourself, you just need to hunt them down and kill them. I'm like, excuse me? What are you talking about? He says, there's certain parts of ourself. They're just evil, like that nasty inner voice that talks to us. The part of us that procrastinates, the part of us that says nasty things when we don't mean to. There's certain parts of ourselves, they're just evil. They're like Hitler. You should just hunt it down and kill it. If you hunt it down and kill it, then the rest of you can grow. You're like a garden. You just need to pull some damn weeds. You know, we don't try to rehabilitate all these parts. Sometimes we block these parts off. Sometimes we hunt them down and kill them. But there are certain parts of yourself you may need to hunt down and kill. Okay? Sometimes when you're doing an overhaul, you got to wipe out a lot of parts. I just told you my story how I wiped out a lot of parts of my life in my way of thinking. You know, I was going to stay with that girlfriend because of, you know, insert excuse here. I was going to stay on that job because of insert excuse here. You know, I wasn't going to go to school because insert excuse here. I was going to do a lot of things. I was going to stay in that crappy trailer because of, you know, insert excuse here. I was comfortable. I got my comfort zone, also known as the dead zone. When you're comfortable, you're not growing. So I need to make myself very uncomfortable by changing everything and moving on, which means I need to what? Kill off some of my excuses, kill off certain parts of myself that were slowing me down. I need to mature past certain parts of myself. So I had to eliminate some parts to make good fertile soil. I had to pull some weeds to leave good fertile soil for other parts of myself to grow. You need to do this too. It's just another old ancient Zen philosophy. Use it and your life will be beautiful.